stop button over there? Okay.
No.
Yeah, she don't like starting hot. Oop, almost went. Nope. Wow.
Now, if we put a battery booster on it, it won't. It'll crank
not
up.
always.
It's just drawing a tremendous amount of power.
Did you clean the connections on all that? Well, for one, that cable going there is pretty small. That's pretty undersized.
Oh, back to the battery?
Yeah, it goes to the starter. Yeah, from the starter to that.
Firewall, and then it goes back.
Yeah, it's going to that terminal lug right there. Yeah, that's real small. I'm not saying that has anything to do with it, but hang on.
You need to label those. You got a label maker?
They were.
They were labeled?
Yeah, they were at one point.
The labels are long gone.
Yeah, we don't want to screw it up. All right, start it up.
I might be doing a starter first.
Yeah.
Well, it was like that last night. Remember? Yeah.
But in the morning, it's definitely not a low battery. It was.
That takes?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I could get the hunt out of it real easy, which it did. Did you notice that's what I was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the buffer screw?
Yeah. It's going to have to all be adjusted in order to get this to work to the right position.
That takes a lot of force to get it to come over.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The rod looks like it's been welded.
Well, the rod internally in here has been welded.
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot. Does it have a spring dampener in it or no?
Don't recall.
Some of them have that.
Just a straight rod. It was just a straight rod with a pin on each end. Ready?
Let me grab the flashlight.
What's the blue flashlight? I haven't seen it in a while.
I haven't seen it in a week. I almost wonder if it got left at my bus because it was the last time I saw it.
Is there a different switch for this part? Oh, you
just
just pull it
pull it
out.
all the way out.
Got it. See that gasket's blown out of the airbox inspection cover. Go ahead and start it up.
Watch the tail of the gun. It's wrapped around that one because it's too long.
This was spotless. Look at how messed up it is now.
Sad part is you paid to put all that oil through the engine.
Yeah. Okay, so their shutdown is supposed to, this little thing clips up, it allows this in a different position, and this should just pull back and shut off, and it's not unless they really lean on it hard. So it's not adjusted right in here. If I go to full throttle, I'm at full throttle by right there, and it goes considerably further. So the rack isn't set to full throttle with the actual fingers on the rack. Plus another sign that there's a problem, the idle screw on here is inside of here, and it's actually recessed into the lock nut. That's how it should be sticking out a little bit at least, but it's 100% all the way in just to get it to idle. So I'm just going to go through, run the rack, get all the fingers adjusted adjust all the fingers for the fuel injectors on there, get it to full fuel, and then it should be able to shut off when we're done. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, this is gross. But man, watching all the Texas red dirt roll out of the bays was unbelievable how filthy they were. And he hit the siding, and no matter how many times he hit the siding, red dirt still came out through the slats. So is that part of the problem? The rack's not set?
Oh yeah, it wasn't in the right position.
I suspected that.
I'm gonna have him go inside and step on the throttle pedal. I want to make sure I'm getting full throttle from the pedal itself too. Let go. Do it again. Let go. Step on it. Okay, let go. That's good, thank you.
Or does it?
That would not be the right angle. The cone's gonna have to come off and get turned, because it's got to go up in the air. So turn it so that's the way it needs to go, up that way. Where's the opening on the...
Oh, I put it next to the other one. It's not clocked right, is it?
No, it's not locked up.
How do I gotta undo these?
No. On the very front of the face, there's some recessed bolts.
In here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
At least you got a good one to match off of.
Catch my breath for a sec.
Yeah, 78 pounds. Sorry, 68 pounds.
That'll... I actually think I can get that manifold off without pulling the head. Oh, there's two on each.
Yeah, there's two, sorry. So we need to swap the cones around on here. When we line up the mounting holes, the angle is different on the cone. And it hits the teeth in the flywheel, it won't go in, so. Let's see how this goes. So Jason's cleaning that one up. The problem that we have is the bushing on the end of the cone. This is the new one that the cone doesn't work for this application. So we need to use that cone, but the bushing on the end is completely shot. It's almost non-existent when it goes on there. Stick it on the end and show them how much play. Yeah. and that's supposed to be snug on there. So we're going to try and knock it out, knock this bushing out, redrive it in there. We'll see how it works. Okay, so I drove that bushing out. I just used a socket in there. 13 millimeter, I think I used. Just because I didn't want to mess up my 1/2 inch one. But yeah, so that's out now. That's a nice fit.
See, to me in the Volkswagen world, 13 millimeter is like gold.
Yeah.
I'd be using the 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
It's still in there.
Okay, I got the new bushing drove in there. Looks good. Let's see how it fits. Looks good.
So we were 1, 2.
A little grease in there when we put it on, and then we counted where that screw needs to go in relationship to the head, and then there is a different one of them is really short because it goes in here where this is in the way, so that's a short screw, much shorter than the others. You can see that. Half tooth off?
Yep. It's got to go.
Okay, so we set all the fingers on there. I'll have to add the idle back into it. The buffer screw was in so far, it was still touching until half of that distance. So we'll see if we can fix how they couldn't get it to shut off. Hopefully it's going to work now. We'll find out. It's going to be scary. Okay, go ahead and start it again.
Valve cover's leaking.
Yeah.
9/16 wrench, please.
Jason, would you like to locate the 9/16?
Oh, is that?
We have another one. Well, we do.
I had mine out earlier.
I used it on the battery.
Was that mine that you used?
Is it over by the battery?
Because I might have put mine back away when I went over and got you the.
Oh, could have been yours that I used.
I thought we had that set complete that was in there.
I don't know. You.
Oh, right here. I got one.
I got it.
I got one too. No, I know this set was complete when we started. So.
Sounds a lot smoother. I don't know if you noticed or not.
It did.
Well, it's not loping.
Well, it was even beyond that. It
Yeah.
was before it always had a real almost like one cylinder was partially.
Yeah,
missing.
remember
Yeah.
I was asked why it was vibrating
Yeah.
so hard. So what the change that you made would cause?
All the fuel injectors are on one thing, and if one of them's got a little more fuel than the rest of them, then it's hitting hard. It's overfueling one cylinder, and that's throwing it off.
So
So
we adjusted them all.
I don't know how hard you had to pull on this before.
Shit.
So I just did one hand and held it back. It was still kind of difficult, but it wasn't a crazy thing. So let's go ahead and start it up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oops, that could be
We'll be the other button.
That works.
Oh, I just saw
Hold on.
sparks.
You know what? I didn't tighten them up.
That one loose. So now that that's all run and everything, the idle screw actually sticks out of the side of the correct idle. So hopefully they'll be more responsive. Okay, we replaced a wire terminal on there and let's see what happens.
Okay.
As hard as it was before?
No, it's a lot easier. A lot easier.
So that thing is not going to be able to do it right now, though. The little shutdown solenoid thing. All right, we're going to test the shutdown again.
Works.
Yeah, that was a little smokier than it was earlier. You got to reset it.
Now I gotta remember to reset it. 'cause
Yeah,
I never
you'll
had to do
forget.
that before. Now it's gonna smoke because I just cranked fuel into it.
No, there's no fuel. Give it a little fuel. No, give it some fuel. That's the problem. Go use the pedal up front.
Boy, it's not shaking and shimming like it was before.
Oh, it's running much smoother, yeah. Alright, that's done. So there's a little something going on with the governor linkage on there. I gotta tear into it and figure out exactly what's happening, but there's some extra slop that shouldn't be there. When I go to full throttle, I can get full throttle, but then I can't get shutdown. And if I go for shutdown, then I can't get full throttle. So I gotta just kind of see what's going on, where that slop's at, and see if we can fix it enough to get home.